and I got sick and I had 4 final projects to do all at the same time. I've been feeling so dead, so tired, so my anxiety is that I just won't be able to produce and be creative. I'm pretty anxious about writing certain things, such as like the military aspect of my story. Like 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. tonight, of course with the breaks in between. Day 2 of the write-a-thon, yay! Just doing things that I enjoy on my own and work at my writing on my own, which I think has definitely been a godsend. It's been like wonderful, one of the best things in my life that has helped me get more comfortable with who I am on my own without other people around. We all have hard nights, and sometimes we have to continue doing life despite having hard times. Like for example, I'm just gonna do my write-a-thon today despite the fact that I struggled a lot last night. That's just a reality, but I want to let you know that you don't need to be alone in those hard nights. It's been amazing. This is literally what I needed. Hello, and welcome to my channel. If you have not watched any of my videos before, my name is Eunice Tan. I am a 19-year-old university student majoring in creative writing and minoring in journalism, and welcome to my channel, Miss Little, where we focus on the little things to make a big change. And today we're doing something super exciting. If you don't know already, I'm working on a novel. It's going to be a historical fiction YA novel set in Malaysia during the World War II period. That's my home country. And so today I'm going to continue writing my novel in a really interesting way that I've become pretty obsessed with and really interested in lately. Anyways, to continue that, I had to move because someone was walking in my direction. I was like panicking. But yeah, so I have watched a lot of like 10K in a day challenges, and I want to do a form of that. I don't want to pressurize myself to like I have to write 10,000 words today type of thing, but instead I think this will fit my type A personality better, taking it easier on myself by setting a time range where I'm gonna really focus, and I'm gonna have like certain goals, like I'm gonna try to, you know, hit a certain word range in about an hour, and my time range is going to be from about right now, which is about like 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. tonight, of course with the breaks in between and lunch and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just really excited. Currently where I am in my novel is I finished chapter 9, and my goal is before the end of this year I'm going to reach the halfway point of my novel. And I came up with this really fun idea that I'm doing with my writers group, where we all set individualized writers goals for ourselves to achieve by the end of this year. For me, it's reaching the halfway point of my novel. For them, it's like writing short stories or certain other goals that they set. And if we do reach our goal, we're gonna get writers gifts for each other. So I'm so excited for that. I already have planned my writer's gifts for them. I look forward to see what they get me and what they get each other. It's gonna be so fun. We're gonna have a coming back party and all that after Christmas break, and a gift exchange and all that fun stuff. So yeah, but anyways, back to the order of business for today. We're gonna write for about 10 hours ish. I'm gonna give it our all, and yeah, it would be great if I could write a couple of chapters today, definitely. Yeah, let's just go and do this. So before I go into the actual writing, I just wanted to share real quick about my anxieties entering this challenge. Well, I don't want to use the word challenge. Entering this experience. Yes, that's a better word, because that's putting less pressure on myself. I'm coming out of one of the most like high pressure weekends and weeks of this semester. It's finals week right now, and the reason why I can do this is because I just don't have any finals today, and because I've already gone through the craziest weeks of like having final projects due, and then as an English major it's more like final projects than final exams, you know what I mean? I still have a final exam for my Spanish class on Wednesday, but that's not gonna be very intense because I'm pretty much ready for that. So that's why I can afford to do these writing sprint days at the beginning of finals week before that. But yeah, I had the craziest weekend. I got sick and I had 4 final projects to do all at the same time. One of them was writing this 10-page paper, which I turned into a 21-page poetry collection. I know, how did I do that? It was crazy. I just sort of went really crazy and got so inspired. It was a poetry collection, which is an adaptation of Shakespeare's play Othello. Yeah, so I got really inspired because I gave my own twist to it, involving Malaysia once again. But I won't say anymore because it is a plan for a future novel. But anyways, so great things came out of that week too. That was also the weekend when I had my Penguin Random House editorial internship interview, and so I was preparing for that as well, and it was crazy. 4 final projects and the interview and being sick. So after being so mentally drained and emotionally drained and physically drained all at once, I am attempting to write a lot for my novel. So that is sort of the place I'm coming from, and I've been feeling so dead, so tired. So my anxiety is that I just won't be able to produce and be creative. But I know deep down that I really feel a drive for it right now and a heart for it, and I really want to do it. So I'm gonna follow that in my heart, and I'm just gonna do it and give it my all, give it my best, because this is fun to me now, and I should do it. I should do it if my heart is telling me to. So yeah, let's just do it, not think too much about it. I love my novel, I love my characters and my story, and they deserve to be heard, and today is a day when I feel like making them heard. It's not gonna be easy. There are gonna be hiccups. I feel pretty anxious about writing certain things, such as like military aspect of my story or stuff like that, which is coming up pretty soon. But I'm gonna give it my all, and it's not impossible. It is possible. And focus on the little things to make a big change, right? If I don't think about it as like a big problem, but instead break it down into small things for myself to do today, I think it'll work. So let's go, let's tackle this big writing day in small steps. Let's go, and I'm cheering you on if you're trying this too. Really, I'm there for you, and thank you for watching this. Let's go. I always begin by rereading the previous 1 or 2 chapters to give myself a bit of a footing before I start reading chapter 8. The beginning is always the hardest. So usually I always get a golden turmeric latte, but today is a little different. I got a gingerbread latte. It has like similar tones of ginger and but this time with molasses and brown sugar, so I'm really excited to try it. It has very strong hints of ginger. Wow. It tastes a lot more rustic than I expected a gingerbread latte to taste. I love it. Hello, it is 5:28 p.m. I have been writing for about 6 hours. Yeah, I have about 4 more hours to go, and it's been amazing. This is literally what I needed. Just the feeling of words coming out and painting like amazing scenes. I'm sorry, my glasses are so reflective. Amazing like scenes and dynamics between characters. And right now I'm at a really interesting point where I'm like writing a really important second interaction between the two love interests, and I am not a romance writer. This is like the first time that I really ventured into fictional romance, but I feel like it's playing out well. I feel like I'm feeling both of their insecurities and their really strong connection with each other. Like there's a lot of emotional connection in these characters and in this part. So I've written about, let's see, 4,000-ish words. So it's not a 10,000 word a day type of day, and that is completely fine. My objective taking on this write-a-thon day was to just get myself into the flow and to do my best within the time range of 10 hours. And I really believe that I did that. I mean, that I'm doing that. I'm not done yet, and I'm glad I'm not, because I'm really enjoying it. Dinner, which is like a turkey bacon wrap and some chips, really simple, American style. And right now, while I eat, I'm going to reread over the chapter that I've written. I've written 3 chapters. Yeah, and they've been really good, and right now I'm going to reread the one that I just wrote, the interaction between the romance characters, and just, you know, get into it, get the feel, and then we're going to persevere on. So that's my little check-in, and now we're going to go on writing for 4 more hours. It is 7:40 p.m. and I am so tired. I've written about 4,340 words today. Yay! I think that's the most that I've ever really written in one sitting in a while. Did a bit more detailed outlining for my next chapter, because normally I do a sort of like rough outline for the whole novel, and then I sort of like come up with more details for the next chapters, like when I come to them, like details that don't necessarily change the rest of the story, you know. So I did that. So whenever I start chapter 13, I will have like a detailed outline set up already and can just like get to writing. And I to be honest, I don't know if I will start writing chapter 13 tonight. I'm feeling really tired. I might just start earlier tomorrow morning. Good morning! I am leaving my dorm, and today is day 2 of the write-a-thon. Yay! I am so excited. I dressed up for today so that I'll feel like an artist, a writer. I have my beret on. I have these really beautiful sterling moon earrings. I love them so much. Did my makeup and got my outfit together. It's this sort of dress, and I have some boots on as well. And yeah, so right now let's head out and get to it. So yesterday I had planned to leave early in the morning. I was like, I'm gonna wake up at 6:30, I'm gonna leave my dorm and get to the coffee shop when it opens at 7:30. But you know, this is just another example of how things don't happen according to plan. Right now it's like 10 plus a.m. in the morning. I was just really tired. Last night wasn't the best. I went through a lot of feelings of anxiety, doubt, and fear, mostly pertaining to like my Like this semester I've been taking a lot more time for myself, you know, things like solo writer dates and just doing things that I enjoy on my own and working my writing on my own, which I think has definitely been a godsend. It's been like wonderful, one of the best things in my life that has helped me get more comfortable with who I am on my own without other people around, and that's just essential. It's better for you to be comfortable with who you are without other people around you and have few friends rather than to have a lot of friends and not be comfortable with yourself when you're alone. So I'm definitely on the first end of the spectrum, which is good, I guess, but I also had a lot of anxiety pertaining to the fact that this semester I sort of really stepped back from the social world. I still of course have friends, but they're very few and very dear, and I guess that's good. But because of like societal expectations that you need to have like a lot of friends, and also because of my background where for most of my life, not most of my life, but like when I was a freshman and also back in high school, I used to have a lot of friends. I was a pretty social butterfly and pretty popular, but then now I'm like intentionally taking a step back from that, and that I have intentionally taken a step back from that. Also, there were toxic experiences and things I needed and people that I needed to get away from, which was great, but I'm starting to wonder how much of me like quote unquote self-isolating was like a good thing for my season of life right now, and how much of it was like out of fear. And I realized it was both, but you know, things are complicated in life. Sometimes things are good for you and you also did them out of fear, and that's just how it is. And so that's just where I am right now. I had a hard time about it last night, and yeah, and also started doubting a bit about my writing, but my imposter syndrome is a little better now than it used to be. And I just want to say that we all have hard nights, and sometimes we have to continue doing life despite having hard times. Like for example, I'm just gonna do my write-a-thon today despite the fact that I struggled a lot last night. That's just a reality, but I want to let you know that you don't need to be alone in those hard nights. I struggle with sort of like sharing that because I don't want to hurt other people or be a bother to them, but then I realized the people who truly love me, they really want to be a part of my life and to help and to listen and be there for me because they genuinely care. It's not a bother to them. So I just want to encourage you, reach out, and you know, even like I would love to be your friend, and even through these videos, like even though we don't talk to each other maybe personally, you can feel that I'm your friend and you're mine, and we're helping each other through this. So, you know, writing is riddled with a lot of anxiety, but that's because it's an amazing thing, and every amazing thing is riddled with anxiety because we're humans. So let's go ahead and tackle it, and it's going to be a great writing day. Okay? Let's go. Hello, I have reached the end of my second write-a-thon day. It is about 9 p.m. On Tuesday, and yeah, it's been a really good writer's day. I am not measuring how good the day was by the number of words that I wrote. I did write about close to 2,500 words today, which is not as much as I wrote yesterday, and that is completely fine. It was a really tough sequence of scenes that I wrote today, and it really stretched me and taught me a lot, and I think they turned out really great. Definitely, of course, there's going to be a lot of revision in the future, but where they are right now, it's an awesome draft. And yeah, I wrote about military stuff. I wrote about masculine experience, things which I don't feel like as confident about writing, but I did it and I think that I did a great job. So yeah, all that being said, I was thinking, oh, I'll try to aim for, you know, 3 chapters today, just like, you know, yesterday I finished 3 chapters, but then when you put things into perspective, there were parts of 3 chapters that I wrote yesterday which had already been written previously, and I was like writing more to add to that. And I mean, yes, the word count that I gave was the words that I did write yesterday in addition to the sections that were there. So I did write about 4,000 plus, 4,300 plus I think it was. And today I wrote about like slightly over than half of that, which is not as much at all, but I think it was just as much of a fruitful day. It really was, and it really feels like it. So that all goes to show that you should measure it by numbers. A good writing day is a good writing day, not a good numbers day. So yeah, I'm going to continue doing mini write-a-thons for the rest of this week. But this is going to be the end of this vlog. I had so much fun sharing with you these 2 write-a-thon days. Let's just continue writing or doing whatever your primary skill or art is for the joy of it, for the delight of it. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day. If you would like to join my community by clicking subscribe and like, I would be so thrilled, and I can't wait to see you again in my next video. Miss Lil out. I'm done with my finals, yeah! He still has 2 more to go, ha ha ha. I'm done, yeah!